This is Dr. Lin. I'm giving you this presentation about our graduate programs. Please next. Again, the future starts with your ideas. So let's give you a warm welcome. Next page, please. A quick agenda of my talk, starting with the brief introduction of the university and then some introduction about the department. Then I go on to talk about the our different academic programs within the department, and then research highlights of our faculty members, and then some contact information before Q&A. Next. All right, just in case you're not familiar with UTSA, with San Antonio, essentially. UTSA is situated at San Antonio, which has a population of, I think, roughly 1.5 million people. I think is currently ranked top 10, probably number 8 or number 9, population-wise within the United States, or 7th. I think that was last year, 7th largest city. And it was ranked number 2 at the best affordable destination in the United States, number 2 best places to visit in Texas. I don't know what the number 1 place, number 1, I will just assume that it's number 1. And we have some very nice place to visit, like Museum Arts, Tobin Center of Performing Arts, ranked top 100 theaters in the world for its size. SeaWorld, only one of the only 3 in the United States. We have a Six Flags right across the highway of the campus, Fiesta, Texas. Again, we have this San Antonio Spurs, 5-time NBA championship team, and also the famous Alamo. Next, please. Let's go to talk about the department. Next, please. These are the 5 faculty members that you probably will have to get acquainted, or they are the good point of contacts if you need any kind of information about the department, starting with our department chair, Dr. C.J. Chen, and myself. I'm the associate chair and the graduate advisor of record. And the next one, the third one, is Dr. Mehdi Shadaram, is your undergrad advisor of record. If you are coming in as a graduate student, most likely you don't have to talk to him. And next one is Dr. Ruyan Guo. She is the graduate advisor for the materials engineering program. So if you are interested in this particular program, she will be your graduate advisor. And then we have Dr. Ram Krishna, who is the chair of all the graduate programs, mostly regarding the doctoral programs. Next. And these are the staff members, just in case you have any question, logistic question, academic questions, you can direct your questions to our office manager, Justin Bingham, or the most important person would be Ms. Kang Nguyen. She is currently the graduate program coordinator, and we have a marketing associate, we have a lab manager as well. This is the photo we took, I think, last year in one of our faculty staff retreat. Every year we have a retreat. I think probably 80% of faculty and staff showed up. This is the picture. You can see some of the familiar pictures here. That, for example, the department chair is there and so on. And we have currently about 25, 26 tenure track faculty members plus 4 staff members. Next, please. Some quick numbers about the department, okay? Our current department has about 650 undergrad students, about 95 to 100 doctoral students, one of the largest PhD program at UTSA, I think the 2nd largest, the 3rd largest. Currently, we have over 100 master students. I believe it's close to 115 now. And 2 years back, it was ranked 107, the best graduate electrical engineering program in the nation. We have 26 tenure and tenure track faculty members full-time. We have lecturers and research professors, 5 of them. And next to the last will be the 5 NSF Career Awardees, meaning that we have been recruiting the top crop new faculty members in the nation. And also among the 26 full-time faculty members, we have 3 of them UTSA academic and distinguished teaching scholars. So not only we are excellent in doing research, but also in teaching as well. Next. This is the list of all our academic programs. On the left-hand side, you can see that we have 6 degree program, 2 bachelor degree programs, electrical and computer engineering, 4 master programs, electrical, computer engineering, advanced material engineering, and coming up in probably 1 semester, we have this new program, Masters of Science in Artificial Intelligence, and we have this PhD in electrical engineering. On the right-hand side, you see that we have 2 certificate programs, one in undergrad in artificial intelligence, one in graduate degree, a graduate certificate in cloud computing. And we, like I said, we have also some new programs in planning. One is PhD in specifically in computer engineering. And we have also another graduate certificate coming up in pretty much software and programming for engineers. Next. Concentration-wise, we have 5 concentrations for electrical engineering. On the left-hand side, you can see that the first one is computer engineering, mostly to do with architecture, various sizes, circuit design, programming, software engineering. The second is systems and control, mostly dealing with robotics, control systems, cyber physical systems. The third one is DSP, digital signal processing, anything to do with digital signals processing, including image processing, computer visions in this area. Communication, including cell communications, fiber communication, satellite communication, all in this field. And then we have last field, electronics, materials, and devices, which is also the focus of the second master engineering on the right-hand side, advanced materials engineering, which deals with all kinds of materials and dielectric, electronics, photonic, and so on. And we have another degree, master degree in computer engineering. Like I said, we have 4 different fields. One is engineering programming, various system design, and then computer architecture, and FPGA and HDL. FPGA and HDL is the device that you use to pre-program before you do mass production. Next. And we have a new master program coming in artificial intelligence. Everybody knows that artificial intelligence pretty much everywhere nowadays. And this program is a multidisciplinary program with 3 different concentrations, each concentration located inside one of the 3 departments. One is EC department, one is CS, one is statistics. Within our department, EC department, the concentration is so-called intelligent and autonomous systems, dealing with mostly autonomous vehicles, robotics, intelligent power system, smart health system, and so on. Okay, anything that you can think of nowadays outside the most advanced system in this field. Okay, please next. Okay, this is a list of our faculty's research expertise. On the left-hand side, you can see a whole bunch of them. I didn't list all of them. Okay, let's start talking about some of them. Cybersecurity, for example. Cybersecurity, why is important cybersecurity, especially in UTSA? There's a claim saying that, okay, there's a report saying that UTSA cybersecurity program is currently ranked #1 in the nation. And that says something, okay? And we have a very strong cloud security research, cybersecurity research, which is headed by this Open Cloud Institute and Artificial Intelligence Research Lab. So the first two are the two main research focuses of the department: cybersecurity and cloud computing. The next one, cyber physical system, deals with pretty much everything with artificial intelligence, robotics, smart grid, autonomous vehicles, medical monitoring. And the fourth one, computer architecture and embedded systems. I want to say something about this particular area. Okay, now you are interested in computer engineering. This is the field to go to. Okay, in the past few years, we have sent so many graduates to, for example, Intel, AMD, Samsung, IBM, ARM, and so on. Okay, so many graduates to them. Okay, PhD graduates and master graduates as well. Okay, and VLSI design is a very important field nowadays. Anything you want to deal with chip design. Okay, nowadays you know that we have a short supply in terms of computer chips. Okay, VLSI design is one very key component inside of it, and Intel has been hiring lots of our graduates in this field. Next is unmanned system robotics. So you know what I'm talking about. For example, drone systems. We have one of the biggest drone labs in the area. Artificial intelligence deals with pretty much everything nowadays. For example, if you go out, any car has some kind of AI in it already. Okay, and nowadays the autonomous vehicle system, most of the autonomous vehicle system are at level 2 only. Okay, and eventually you'll go to level 5, and hopefully within a few years, with the help of Tesla, with the help of for example, Lexus or Mercedes, we can get there very quick. Okay, and so on. We have image processing, we have electronics, about informatics, sensors, power electronics, wireless communication, and so on and so on. On the right-hand side, you see that I list just a few research labs coordinated by our faculty members. For example, Open Cloud Computing, Open Cloud Institute. This is one of the most important institute within the campus. Currently directed by one of our faculty members within the department. We have some other labs, for example, the wireless next generation system lab, dealing with findings 5G or 6G communication platform coming in the future. Next, please. Okay, now next few slides are some highlights of our faculty's research. Okay, each page for one faculty member. For example, Dr. Chan's research lab is mostly in embedded system for cybersecurity. For example, I think on this slide, she shows that we can use embedded system to do a lot of IoT, Internet of Things, to provide healthcare information. And next, please. Dr. Prevost is the director, I just mentioned, director for the Open Cloud Institute. He is one of our faculty members. He also deals with IoT, Internet of Things, using all the cloud resources. Next. Dr. Kelly also deals with Internet of Things, but with the specific focus on Internet of Vehicles. So you can see that on this slide, he shows that you can have constant real-time communication among different vehicles and with the help of cloud analytics, with big data storage using different sensors, and to help improving the traffic security, traffic safety, and so on. Dr. Kopian, his research is mostly in communication, especially cell communication, and recently he has been developing this so-called chatbot, which will be really helpful in helping people to quit smoking for a healthy life. Next. And this is one of the biggest drone lab you can find in this region. Dr. Yong Kan Cao, his unmanned system research lab. You can see that whole bunch of students helping him doing research. And on the right-hand side, you can see that. Okay, next. Okay, the next few slides will be videos. Each one probably just a minute or so. I will ask the coordinator to start playing it. This one is by Dr. Jamshidi. His research focus is in mostly in control systems. Please go ahead.
Hello, my name is Mo Jamshidi. I'm a Lucia Brown Endowed Chair Professor at UTSA. Back in January 2006, when I joined the UTSA, I came from University of New Mexico after a long career, and due to my consultation work and relations with NASA and US Air Force Research Lab, I decided to build a state-of-the-art research laboratory, which would be unique, not only at UTSA, but in the country. ACE Laboratory has interest in cyber-physical systems, renewable energy, including a smart grid, robotics, bioinformatics, data analytics, real-time security and machine learning applications for natural language processing and aggressive behavior recognition. Thank you very much.
Dr. Patrick Benavides ACE Lab, he is also researching mostly in the area of control systems. Please go ahead.
Hello, my name is Patrick Benavides. I'm a research assistant professor at UTSA in the Electrical and Computer Engineering Department. Development of autonomous systems that can reliably solve real-world problems is the core of my research focus. During my time at UTSA, I've developed systems that are low-cost, upgradable, network-controlled, and capable of making decisions on their own in real time. I have made contributions to the development of intelligent camera systems, assistive home robot systems, vision-based mapping techniques on the cloud, and multiple domain robotic systems. I have explored a range of difficult challenges in autonomous systems, such as multi-agent communication control, machine learning, image and signal processing, robot kinematics, design, and real-time network computation and control. I welcome you to visit the Autonomous Control Engineering Lab.
All right, Dr. Ethan Ang, his research focus is in material engineering. He's one of the key faculty members in the material engineering within the department. He has coverage in all different kinds of research fields, including chemistry, physics. So in order to become an expert in this field, you have to master quite a lot of different fields. Okay, please go ahead and play it.
We want to develop devices that can operate almost without batteries.
An electron is a little but very powerful magnet. So imagine an electron which spins in its own axis, either up or down.
So I'm actually really excited to be doing research at UTSA. We actually have a sputtering machine that actually allows us to create a film electron by electron. So that's how we can make them being nano-sized. And that's what gives us so much control. And that's why sputtering is such a great technology for these kinds of really small devices.
Using graphene is a new approach to spintronics. Not only it is one of the strongest nanomaterial out there, but there are ways in which we can change its or modulate its electron conductivity.
So if we are successful, then we can increase the energy efficiency a lot, which is going to be a very important step for quantum computing.
Dr. Sarah Ahmed is one of our new faculty members whose research mostly in power electronics. And this video is showing one of her research outcome, which is very critical related to our daily life. Okay, please go ahead.
Stop signs at rural roads may be difficult to notice and could potentially lead to fatal accidents. As there is no access to the power grid to run current sophisticated vehicle detection technologies, our objective was to develop a low-power, low-cost solution rural intersection warning system to alert motorists to potential dangers.
The sensor we are using in the warning network to detect vehicles is a multiple pixel, passive infrared sensor with a horizontal viewing angle due to its low power consumption, large field of view, and ability to collect a wide range of data while protecting the privacy of the motorist. With the sensor, we are observing the thermal energy produced by the vehicles using digital signal processing techniques to distinguish the thermal signature's direction of travel, estimate the velocity of the thermal signature, and determine the classification of the vehicle using neural networks.
All right, this video is produced by two of our senior faculty members, Dr. Guo and Dr. Bala. They are nationally well known for their work in material engineering. And I think their lab currently hold a world record in building the smallest medical robot. Please go ahead and play it.
New on the night beat, a major feat accomplished with a very tiny robot, actually the world's smallest medical robot.
Even Guinness World Records says so. The award was presented to UTSA after a team of researchers developed the invention. The night team's Sarah Acosta introduces us to that team and shows us how the robot works.
It's not what you may expect a robot to look like. This is a nano robot. It's more round in shape and has a magnetic core. The shell around it acting like its arms and legs. It was created by Satik Patel with some help from advisors Amar Bala and Ruan Go.
Sometimes very difficult to explain to people.
Professor Go says a magnetic field and electricity help make the robot move. Check it out in action as it moves through a series of cells. It's so small you can't see it with the naked eye.
Just to give you another idea of this, how small it is.
Professor Amar Bala says the robot is so small you would need to divide a human hair 1,000 times to get it down to the same size as the nano robot. The size is impressive, and so is its ability to move to specific cells. The research could lead to a more targeted form of treatment, especially when it comes to chemotherapy and cancer cells.
You really want to suppress their growth, but hopefully not impact other healthy cells. Currently, we don't have a technology that could do that effectively.
In this video, you can actually see the nano robot line the cells up. Guo hopes this could also help researchers figure out a way to reconnect broken neuron passages in Alzheimer's patients. There's also research into printing nanoelectronics onto special material for the skin that could track your temperature.
Reporting your body function, whether you are deprived of sugar or too high in sugar level.
So many possibilities for the future, and the research is far from over. Sarah Acosta, KSAT 12 News.
Next slide, please. Now this slide, quite a few pictures, you can see that some of the students, team of students winning all kinds of awards, research awards, competition awards, and so on. And also toward the bottom, you can see that we have a big picture. This is our annual student award pictures. That I think that was taken last year. We give out all kinds of student awards, research award, undergrad students research award, graduate student research award, and TA award, graders award, and so on and so on. Okay, next. All right, this is the page for all the contact information. To the right-hand side, you can see that Ms. Khan Nguyen is your point of contact if you have any question about the graduate programs. Website, you can easily Google it and find it. That's pretty much it. Any question?
What advice can you give to a grad student interested in doing research at your department?
First of all, my advice would be that you contact our faculty members, specifically in potentially your area of research. Say, for example, let's say you are interested in artificial intelligence. And then we have, most likely, we have like 5 to 6 people, research faculty members that are in this field. Then you go online to try to write emails to them and then check with them to see if they can give you a direction and start from there.
What are your international research projects?
Okay, we have faculty members that are working, collaborating with universities, researchers outside of the country, with Japan, with China, some with Thailand, India. So all kinds of projects going on. You have to talk to individual faculty member to find out exactly what has been happening.
What kinds of opportunities are available to students after graduation?
First of all, let's start with the situation that you are a master's student, okay? And I believe during my talk, I talk about some of my students in the computer engineering field. They have been employed by different companies like Intel, AMD, Samsung, IBM, and so on and so on. And one thing I would like to mention is just about 80 miles away from San Antonio, 80 miles away from San Antonio, we have this Austin, and people calling Austin the new Silicon Valley of the United States, and which has been having so many different companies moving from California into Texas, including, of course, Tesla. Okay, so all kinds of opportunities, and quite, I think I would say about 30 to 40 students, when they are doing their master degrees, they went on to do some internship with these companies. Then that means potentially you have a higher chance of getting employed, full-time employment after you graduate. You can always talk to your faculty member, your advisors. Usually they have connection with these companies. They can probably give you a good introduction and so on to the companies so that you can get an internship right away.
In your opinion, what are some important factors that students should consider when choosing a graduate program? 2 different
considerations. One is your interest. One is the potential earning prospect. Okay. Now, I would always ask my student to go with your interest. Don't just go for the potential earning outcome. Okay. Otherwise, in a few years, you probably get very tired of your work. And that probably is not a good idea. So always go with your interest. You are interested in doing control system. Don't just do something else just for the sake of making more money. All right, so that's the first choice. The second, if you're considering different schools, then you have to be very careful, okay? Don't just go by the name. The best way is always get a local contact with some faculty members, talk to them, to get their advice, to find out exactly what they are doing, the prospect of future employment and so on. Okay, that's the first step that I will advise you to do. This program has been shooting up pretty fast in the past 10 years. Okay, I joined this program, I joined this department back in 1993. And it was a very small program at that time. We only have like 8 or 9 faculty members. Now we have 26. And grad students at that time, only probably about 50 students only. Now we have over 200 students now, going up very fast. And a lot of young faculty members with really our brilliant research minds are joining here. Like if you are not convinced, you can go to our website to see all these new incoming faculty members. And this past semester, we actually have promoted 5 young faculty members to associate professors. Again, that's the first time I've ever seen in 1 year. Okay, that means our department is doing so well that people are staying, are joining, students are coming in. A lot of research concentrations are so tightly tied to the current trend of the current research development, technology development nowadays.
How would designation of R1 translate to grad students?
We just recently given this tier 1 status, and one of the 10, 12 university in Texas. Tier 1 status meaning what? First impact will be better image, better, how do I put it? Say, for example, if a faculty member is writing a grant, okay, and right away in a few years, not right away, in a few years, reviewing panel is going to start recognize this name better. And that means better chance of getting grants. Better chance of getting grants meaning more money, trickle down to the grad students, and better research will come out. Better, we can recruit better students, and so on and so on.